Our second finalist for the persuasive speaking contest is Annalee Witte.
Good evening. And really quickly, I'd just like to thank General Franks, all the speakers who came here, all the sponsors, because this program has impacted me beyond measures, and I count it as one of the greatest blessings in my life. And no matter how bad this turns out or how well it goes, I just count it as a blessing that I get to speak in front of all these amazing people. So with that, let's get this party started. Hydraulic fracturing, a noun. The opening of fissures in subterranean rocks by introducing liquid at extremely high pressures to extract natural gas or oil. Wait a second. What the frack does that mean? If you have no interest in energy issues, environmental issues, or energy independency, you're probably asking yourself a question quite close to the one that I just stated. The definition that I just rattled off is for hydraulic fracturing, aka fracking. Fracking is a process used to extract natural gas or oil from deep in the center of the earth. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why should I care about fracking? I plug my phone into the wall and it charges. I flip the light switch and the lights turn on. I put food in the refrigerator and it stays cold. Well, what if I told you that by the year 2050, our population is going to increase to 9 billion people? Energy use will be doubled. What source are we going to use to power our electrical plants for all of these new people? A substantial amount of which are going to want to charge their phones, keep food in a refrigerator, and use light switches too. Well, first you need to understand the two types of power that power electrical plants. There's baseline power and there's peaking power. Baseline power is used for consistent everyday use around the year. Peaking power is needed for extra bursts of energy. Let's say there's a string of 10 hot days in Oklahoma. I know I've experienced it, trust me. And everybody turns on their AC at the same time. Then we need some extra power to keep that electricity running. But the key is that both of these powers need reliability. So that pretty much knocks out renewable energies like solar and wind immediately because they're just not reliable enough. The sun doesn't always shine and the wind doesn't always blow. They're just not perfect yet. Nuclear energy is dangerous. It has radioactive issues that can cause serious health concerns. As for coal, we've all heard how horrible carbon emissions are for our atmosphere, and we need to protect ourselves from climate change. We need a clean, affordable, and consistent source of energy. Fracking for natural gas fills all of those requirements. Fracking provides cheap energy for the masses. Natural gas sells for $2 to $4 per therm. According to Dr. Sterling Burnett from the NCPA, 1 therm of natural gas is enough to last the average household for an extended period of time, and it's much more cost efficient than other types of energy. In addition to this, we have 120 years of proved reserves of natural gas underneath our feet just waiting to be fracked. Also, fracking can create jobs that will help to stimulate our economy. And in addition to this, fracking can also lead to energy independency from other nations. Fracking is also extremely clean for our environment and definitely beats coal in that area. Some people would say that fracking isn't good for our environment because of water pollution, air pollution, and earthquakes. Now, the EPA has done studies that say that fracking can cause earthquakes. However, this is not directly related to fracking. It's actually due to poor planning. You see, the first fracking wells were placed on fault lines, and after extended drilling on these fault lines, they became unstable, and they caused earthquakes. However, it's important to note that these earthquakes were extremely small and were in a localized area. Now, about the water pollution and the air pollution. Yes, water pollution can occur, and that's definitely a serious cause because we all know how important water is. However, with regulation and safety laws, we can control this. As for the air pollution, the EPA has also done studies that say that the air pollution mostly occurs during the construction phase, and this doesn't last long enough to actually harm anyone. Fracking is a viable source of energy for our country's growing demand. Fracking is consistent, affordable, and cost-effective and safe. America, let's get fracked up.